What if your worship band either forgets where they are or the Holy Spirit moves them? I'm not judging. I just know I didn't know what was going on. Is there any way to get a heads up about what's happening before it actually happened? Well, stick around and find out. Presented by Church Tech U, it's the ProPresenter show. On today's show, why you need an audio feed from the worship leader's mic or the band leader, whoever is actually doing this job. Hi, and welcome again to the ProPresenter show. This is the show where I teach all about ProPresenter. My name's Paul Allen Clifford. And before we get started, if you've ever wondered why it's the case that it seems like there's someone who keeps acting like they're singing into a mic, but only right before the next section of a song, go ahead, tell me about it down in the comments below. There we go. So this is actually something else that came from the church that I'm currently going to. I noticed that in the church I went to for years and years and years, and even the last church that I went to, we didn't have this. But now in this church we do, and I've got, when I run ProPresenter, I've got a little speaker with a volume control over it, so I've got full control over how loudly I hear this, so I don't have to hear it if I feel confident. But while I felt confident because they tend to follow exactly what's going on, it was still nice to have it. So what am I talking about? Well, one of the things that I've noticed is a lot of times you'll have a what they call a band leader who isn't actually singing but has a microphone. And basically, if you've got in-ear monitors, the band leader will be saying things like, verse 2, okay, do it again, whatever. So they're reminding the band where we're going in the song, which is also very helpful for those of us that are using ProPresenter. So I was thinking, this is just such a valuable resource. Now, do all churches have the ability to do this? No. But if you do, and it could be your worship team is already getting this information, then by all means, I think it's a great thing to have. And what I love about it is the option to turn it down, because sometimes you're really concentrating and even that information might be too much for you, or turn it up, maybe it's too loud and you have difficulty hearing, or maybe you can plug in headphones and hear it a little bit better, whatever. Just having that flexibility. And if they jump around, a lot of times the band leader will say, oh yeah, we're going to skip ahead to this, or this is the next song we're doing, or what have you. And so even if you get another 2 to 3 seconds of heads up, a lot of times that will be enough to help you out with this situation. So let's just head over to ProPresenter and let me talk about this particular thing real quick. Because if you do have that, notice we've got our hotkeys up here. So if my worship leader says, okay, jump into the bridge, I can just hit B for the hotkey and it'll hop right there. And so memorizing the hotkeys in concert with this ability is just going to really, it's really going to save your butt when it comes to this. So I hope I didn't offend somebody. Didn't mean to if I did. So if that's something that you're interested in, I've got a free resource for you. As always, if you head on over to TDM.fyi, TDM.fyi/ProGifts, which is spelled GIFTS. You can see on the screen here. I will make or just select the guide for a feed from the band leader's mic, and I'll give you just some of the technical things that I might recommend, and a list of maybe the hotkeys that you might need if you're in that situation to jump around. So go ahead and do that. Until next time, this is Paul Allen Clifford from TrinityDigitalMedia.com and ChurchTechU.com, reminding you to go out and change eternity.